It's Sweets and Savory Glue Book Day. We have our glue and all of our tools out. I have a glitterized page or two, and then I have all of these things pre-pulled that we're just going to glue in random order. And of course, I have a few stickers to add. So, without further ado, lots of washi. We're just going to keep adding to, like our pizza page, they're not done. And it's okay. We can keep on adding. And I did mostly complete the spread here. And we have drinks, popsicles. Oh, yeah. Tip-ins. Now, what my plan was today is we're just going to grab a paper and I'm going to start gluing it down. And each page will have a different theme. For example, we have some seafood, and I'll just be adding this all on here. This will make a great pocket. Lobster ramen original. Look at that lobster. My honey tried this and he said it was really delicious. So yeah, just put that there. I could even make this a tip-in if I wanted to, because we have the back with the instructions, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it down like that. And then, of course, we have some sushi down here, and then we'll pick our very next item. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Lora Lea, and this is Treasure on Paper. Here we go. We have our little goodies right here in a nice little pocket. And I could always add some clear packing tape on the edge just to give it a little bit more stability. But for right now, I'm not concerned about that because I think it'll be fine. I wanted to go ahead and add start a hamburger page. So what I'm thinking is I'll have everything a double spread. We'll just go to the next page and go from there. Let's put this over here. Isn't that beautiful? I did that, I almost called these sequins. I did glitter and glue on a coloring page after I colored it. How much fun is that, you guys? Oh my goodness. I love it. All right. Then this is sort of standing out to me. You'll see some coloring pages in here. You're going to see some real, like magazine images. You're going to have like postcards. You're going to have like actual products. And we're just going to keep going till we just fill this book up. So I wanted to do this style of a glue book because we have food packaging and I kept seeing it, we're throwing it in the trash. There's not really a great recycling program in this area, at least in our neighborhood. And so I was like, well, what can I do to, reuse the packaging? And of course, I like advertisements and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what better way than to combine glue booking and I'm going to put this one right here. Combine glue booking and packaging where I can have two things that I enjoy looking at the same time. And, we're recycling in our own little way. We have these little things. So we're going to make a vegetable page. We have, these came from Happy Mail. You'll see things that I've collected, that I've been gifted, and all kinds of things. Vegetables on the next page because we have cookies and stuff. We're going to need to have some vegetables in between there. I just sort of feel like I want to glue those down in. But yeah, I have been excited to start this glue book. I think it's so bright and fun, and it can be quite enjoyable to look at. I did so much collecting before I started. And of course, you don't have to. You can just do save things throughout the week, and you could have a weekly spread or a monthly spread. And oh, look at that. It's a little tip-in. This would be a fun area to add like maybe some stickers or whatnot. Let's see. So we have cupcakes, and this came from one of those mini, what do you call it? The little blind bag openings. And I just opened up the cardboard packaging for this item and just put it on a piece of white paper so that we can add it to our glue book. So if you collect these, and you also do glue booking, try this idea out. to open. I almost said blind balls. Here's an example of one of them. This is the little thing that came out of the packaging, and then this particular one is just a cardboard packaging, and this came in it. I just did a little bit of that tacky stuff on top. So yeah, you could totally take this apart and use maybe just the front, or like I did, I used the entire package. You know, I think that's a lot of fun. This came from a sticker off of a pizza container. So let's go ahead back to our pizza, and we're going to add this in here because we're building the page. Ooh, that would sort of look good there. We have this segment that's sort of hidden back there. Quality checked. Maybe. I think right here would be fine. I mean, I think that over there would be great too, but I sort of had the idea of doing something with her hair, maybe even doing the glitter painting on it for a little bit of extra. Yeah. Oh, look, we also have a sticker, a pizza sticker, and we're going to add that on here. We can go ahead. Okay, let's put it right down here. You guys might hear some crunching because if you have not seen my video, what was my last video? We're chit-chatting and hanging out and reading comments. We have a new puppy, and we had adopted Rocky's little half-brother, half-nephew, and his name is BB, like the letter B as in BB King. There we go. Nice. And he is in the room chewing on a little chewy. Right, we need some fruits. Now look at this. Look at this. Gen Xers here. Goofy grape. So we have our veggies. We definitely need our... Isn't this fun? Yes. This is fun. Yeah, let's put some fruits right after the cupcakes. Now, what was this for? A drink? Funny face cutout mask. Wear this mask on Halloween and everybody will call you Goofy Grape. Funny face is fun to drink. Okay, try all 7 flavors. Pre-sweetened without sugar. And I'm just gonna... The Great Adventure. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this thing in here. You know what? I'll just put this right in here in this section. I feel like I remember this grape character, but it could be because of the scratch and sniff stickers, and this might not have anything to do with that. This could predate what I'm thinking of. Let me know if you happen to know. And then we have a basket or a little, it's a sticker of veggies, so of course, you guys. I wouldn't mind. Oh, remember I said it would be fun to maybe add a sticker in here. All right, let's do it. Yeah, I like that, being able to see the words through there. Boop, boop. Now we have a vintage ad for cheese. Let's get it. Okay. I mean, I can't imagine we're going to fill up an entire page, 2-page spread of cheese, but you know what? Anything's possible. I for sure remember we have this packaging for cheese. What is this one? Oh yeah, that's that one. Happy Farms by Aldi, Colby Jack. And I just rinsed it out. Let's add our cheese right here. And I know I will greatly enjoy adding the vintage images along with, you know, newer things. And then tipping. Lots of space. Let's go back to, isn't this so pretty? We'll go back to our fruits. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add it over here. Anywho, how are you guys doing? Is everybody doing well? If you're new to the channel, hello. It's wonderful for you to click on the the button. Yeah, click on the button. I talk a little backwards here. And to see what the channel's about, I have a great selection of, I feel like, different types of glue books. So if a food glue book may, if it's not your cup of tea, maybe there, no pun intended, maybe there will be another glue book that you really like. So check out my playlist or my shows, and I hope that you will find something good for yourself there. Look, guys, another cookie. There are about, count 'em, chips in every Chips Ahoy cookie. This is from 1967. There is something on the back, a little cartoon, but we're here for the food. So let's go find our little cookie. And I think we'll enjoy like how these sort of work together. That's sort of fun. What do you guys think? Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, it does say if you can count up to 16, you know. All right, I'm thinking this would be a good spot for this. I'll go ahead and get the glue on and we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. It's sort of satisfying. All right, let's have us a page of Mexican cuisine and dinners. And I know for sure I have, oh yeah, I have a taco sticker. We're going to put that in here. I feel like stickers are a really nice thing to add to a glue book or a journal or a diary or whatever it is, because you can get a whole pack of them for a pretty good price on Amazon or Temu, or I haven't been on Shein, but maybe Shein. All right, here we have an entire thing. This has fruits and vegetables. You guys, do I have your wheels turning? And is there any tiny sprinkle of inspiration that I'm giving you? I hope so. I hope that you're like, oh, yeah, I want to do one of those. Let's do it. Let's put it up here. Try to get that. Ooh, look at that. I put it in at the right angle. Oh. Look, I'm showing off. I was showing off and I'm like, oh, look, I did it right. It's all nice and straight. And then I start to jack up the paper. Yes. I'm loving it. Are you guys having fun? Are you having fun? Okay, here we go. What else? Let's look in our little bag, our little container. A lot of times we get orange juice that's in the gallon jug, When I go ahead and I see something that we're going to throw it in the trash, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'd like to use that in my glue book. I go ahead and cut it to the proportion that I want, or, I deconstruct the box. That way that is already done. And when it comes time to gluing, I can just get right in there and start gluing. That's my one of my tips that I would give, because we want to spend as much time gluing and having fun, All right, how about, let's do, hold on. With another pizza. Oh, we have another drink right here. We have some packaging for Crystal Light, and we could put it in just like this, which, you know what? I don't mind that at all. Do I want all that in there? I decided to go ahead and cut off that section that had all the information on it, and I am going to make it a tip-in. That'll be fun, and we could add things. This would be a great canvas if you like to doodle or draw or write. Your glue books can become diaries or journals. They don't have to just be a glue book. If you want a second purpose for them, this is a great spot for it. You could add, if you have any pictures, personal pictures that somebody's drinking a drink or whatever, you could add any of your pictures. You'll see that in my glue books. I definitely like to add pictures to personalize my glue books. All right, we also have, let me go back here. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. I have a menu from a takeout, and I thought, is there anything on the back? Of course there is, yeah. I don't know why I asked that. Oh, you guys, it fits pretty nicely. So I will glue down only this segment right here. I love it when the plan comes together. So I'm just going to close that up for now. Go ahead. Oh my goodness, wouldn't it be so cool to have a lucky cat back here? Oh, that would be so much fun. All right, I thought I would add a few more pieces, a few more things, and we're going to add this bagels packaging. We are going to add, we're going to have a whole breakfast section, so let's do that, and then one more. Let's see what we have in our next video. I have this kit that I got at the Dollar Tree. We're going to make a sandwich. It's a felt sandwich kit. And then we will add it to a pocket. And look, we have some sandwich paper from Publix, I believe. And so we're going to add a whole sandwich page. This has to do with sandwiches, a sandwich ring. Yeah, that is something I wanted to do today, but unfortunately, we didn't have time for that. That's okay. I hope that you'll come back. Oh, that's cherries and strawberries. Okay, it's going to go in our fruit section. Let's go ahead and glue these in, and then we're going to do a little flip through, very short, quick, and easy, and that'll be the end of the video. I hope that you would be interested in subscribing to the channel, commenting. I would love to say hi. And if you comment, I make a video called like a Q&A or viewers' comments, reactions, and you would go in there and look at the description, look for your name, and we'll have a timestamp of where I read your comment on the video and I reacted to it. Anyway, let's get these glued in. I'm going to make this our breakfast page. And originally I was going to put these bagels on their own bread page, but I'm like, wait a minute. These are breakfast items, so let's just go ahead and put that in here. These are pretty easy to put in. The trickier part for me on the plastic is that it likes to, fold in on itself. But if you don't mind it being, a little lumpy, I think it looks good. And of course, I may want to come back in and add some clear packing tape right there just to make sure the edge, I think it glued down on itself. Okay, so we have that, and then we're going to add our little breakfast thing here. Yeah, we can just put that right down there. We could put it off to the side. Oh, you know what? It's almost the same length. I think I'm going to do that. You know what? Watching it build up is the fun part. All right, let's go to our fruit page. And then eventually, not too much longer in the future, I might have to just make some tabs that tell me what page, you know what I mean? What page is what? Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. We have that. Where do we want it, y'all? Before we're done here, I want to add a couple small things. So let's go back to that hamburger page, and we'll add these, at least one hamburger sticker. That's very cute. I might put that right over here on the other page. Oh, and we have some cherries. Yeah, let's go back. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. We can add some cherries. This time I might add them over here. We can add them right on that page. We'll add a few. How about that? Let's do our little flip through. We'll come back here. We have our breakfast items. We have our Chinese food section. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Oh, I guess I skipped a page. We have a drink section with a tip in. Here we have some delicious Mexican food. This is going to be a fun page cheese, baby. If you're lactate or lactate impossible. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I almost said that. Lactose intolerant. You don't have to worry about it here because you're not ingesting it, you're just gluing it. Fruits are tiny, tiny cupcakes. All right, here, let me bring this up so you can see the little packaging. Isn't that fun? That's so much fun. We have some vegetables, and then the fruit sections, I could come in with a sticker and, cover it up, or another item, to cover it up. Cookies. We need a cookie monster on this page. Hamburgers. We have seafood here on this page. We have a nice packet. And then we didn't add anything here today. I really love the way this page turned out. And we didn't add anything here, but we did add this. And I added this little pizza sticker there. Isn't that fun, you guys? And that's it. That's all we've added. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I wanted to do a little final thought on this episode of our Sweet and Savory glue book. I really love the giant size that I chose, and I especially love the way it's designed. I think that's so much fun. If you're new here, I did pick this up at a Ross clothing store. What is my favorite page of the video? This one. I love that this is now a pocket. The colors are great. I love that blue with the orange. And of course, I love the little lobster dude on here. I do have an honorable mention because it has my favorite color in it. And of course, it has glitter. You guys know I'm talking about this one. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Look. That's amazing. I love it. So I have a page that I believe will be a surprising page for me, that I'm going to like it a lot. And that's just because it's using the newspaper from the supermarket and that kind of thing. And then of course it already has a tip in, and that's a plus for me. So it is our vegetable page. And I think that's a lot of fun. I especially like being able to use something that came for free in the mail. I didn't have to go anywhere to get it, although you could. And then of course, some happy mail and a tip in with a fun sticker.